Hey guys, in today's video we are going to be talking about how to balance your hanger if you only have one hanger deck. So yeah, a couple of you have been asking me to kind of redo a video I did like 3 or 4 years ago on hanger balance, and I figured now would be a really good time to do that, being that the game has changed quite a bit. And also a couple of you have been asking me, should you get another hanger deck? Is it worth it? So I figured I'd do a video, answer all of those questions as best as I can, and throw in a couple of gold nuggets in there as well. So getting back to the question, should you get a hanger deck? Is it worth it? In my opinion, I would only get a second hanger deck if your first hanger deck has everything at level 12 at least. All weapons and robots. I'm not talking about MK2 here, just regular level 12. If you're not at that point, don't bother spending the 7,500 gold. Rather use that to level up your existing weapons and robots, just so that you have a strong hanger. That would be my recommendation when it comes to that. Personally for me, I got a second hanger deck, and my mistake was that I didn't have enough strong robots and weapons when I got the second hanger deck. So I had a choice, whether to run 2 weak lineups or whether to run a strong lineup. So only one of those. And obviously my answer was, just run one strong lineup instead. That way I could maximize my damage and, just being more efficient on the battlefield. So that would be my answer to that question. And the second part that I'm going to be talking about now is how to balance your hanger if you only have one hanger. Okay, so I've always said from, way back when I first started this game, I always run at least one range bot and the rest all brawlers. So in this case, I'm just using this as a demonstration here, but you can see that I have one bot with Columbus, and then these other 4 are designed to do a lot of damage up close. So when I mean range bot, it means a bot that has a capability of doing damage from 500 meters to 1100 meters. So whether that be a Spectre Columbus, whether it be a Fury Dragoon, Fury Flux, a Bulwark with Avengers or Dragoons, anything that has at least that range of 500 meters and beyond. The reason why I throw that in is because I actually don't know if I'm going to land on like Dead City. I don't know if I'm going to land on a Power Plant or like Canyon or Yamantau map. So just having one bot, just in case, the enemy has some range on me, I can use that to counter them. The rest I have as brawlers. Brawlers being close range 350 meters and under. Reason being 80-90% of the time you are going to be in close range battles. It just makes more sense so that you can maximize your damage, and obviously more damage means more silver. So that is kind of the reason why I do things that way. I do have a beacon runner here as well, but if you take a look at the weapons, Ember, Halo, Gust in this case, Corona, all of these weapons have damage potential of, or I should say a lot of damage potential, 350 meters and under. So you can see where I'm going with this. I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play 2 games, and I'm going to run, one game where I'm using the Spectre Columbus, and then I'm going to run another one where I'm using maybe a Fury Flux or something really long range, but on a smaller map, so that you can see how I handle things. You don't want too much range in your lineup. If you have like 2 or 3 and you land on a small map, it's going to be disastrous. You won't be able to defend yourself, and that's the problem that you're going to run into. But anyways, let's get on to game number 1 so that you can see how I use this, I'm going to call it magic formula in gameplay, so that you can see how I adapt according to the map using my formula of one range and 4 brawlers. Okay, so game 1 we have dropped in on Yamantau map, a perfect map because this map is more of an open, long range map. You tend to see a lot of players run range on here. So it's going to be a very good test to see how well my Spectre Columbus holds up and the rest of my lineup. But this is why, I say to always have at least one range bot in your lineup. I'm going to try to see if I can get this beacon quickly. And man, I'm on the cusp here of getting taken up by that Fury back there. But we do have the center, and that is the main thing. And obviously it always helps if you have a bot with some sort of shield as well. Let's see if we can try to actually lock down this guy here. Trying to see if I can lock him down just so that he doesn't make it into center quickly here. Okay, so he's used his stealth. And I'm going to try to see if I can lock him down again and take him out. I'm probably going to die here, but that is okay. At least we have the center. So now that I can see the other team has a lot of range, this is when you want to say, okay, you know, I have a bit of a issue here. We've got a lot of range. How do we counter them? So I'm going to run my Spectre Columbus. Now, keep in mind that they do have things like geckos and flux on the other end, maybe even trebs, dragoons. I've got to make sure that I stick to cover. Okay, so that's going to be the #1 rule here, or tip that I can give. When you're dealing with all this range, you need to be able to use cover effectively. So I'm going to try to see if I can hit this guy. Yeah, he jumped back, and we have a couple of guys on this side as well. And let's see if we can try to hit them. There's a couple of them that I could hit. Gotta make sure that I stay to the side and use cover. Be aware of what's going on, you know, to the sides here. That guy I'm gonna hit pretty good. There's also a player that is wanting to advance into the center here. I'm getting hit by that guy. I'm gonna jump and fire. So this guy, he just jumped out of the center, which is good news for me. I'm gonna try to hit this guy here. And I am backing up. This guy's trying to hit me as well. So I'm trying to use cover, going from one point to the other to defend that center beacon, because the longer I can hold them back, the greater the chance of us winning because of the beacon bar. If I can take a shot at this guy. Trying to see if I can perhaps hit him. They're probably going into center now. And this player here on the right side needs to get taken out. So they do have the center here, but I can obviously hit this guy here. Maybe with splash. There we go. And he wasn't able to change it, but they have another player back there too. So let's see if we can try to take down this guy. And there's a player up top as well who is advancing. Okay, so there's a player here. And this guy that jumped. Yep, I'm gonna hit him. Good. So he's gonna put up his shield. He has to. He's trying to regenerate it. Just wait. Someone else is knocking down that shield for me. And let's see if we can try to hit him. Yeah, so there's a carnage down below that I'm gonna have to deal with eventually. But let me just deal with this guy here first. And once again, we're gonna try to use cover to advance on this guy here. Let's just knock that shield down a little bit and fire this side. And we're going to start to do damage to this guy. Okay, so I'm moving from cover to cover. You can see what I'm doing in order to get a flank in on this player. And obviously using splash damage to hit him. So he did hit a weapon off. But I think we're doing a pretty decent job. They do have a guy up top here who's hitting me pretty good. If I can hit this guy just a little bit, another shot maybe. I would try to actually corner shoot, but really hard to do when you're playing on a phone here. And if I can get some more splashing on this guy, just trying to get him out of the picture. Okay, so there's another player up top. It's actually this guy here too. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to hit him, but let's try anyways. Nope, unfortunately he was able to hit me there. And now I'm going to use some stealth and try to see if I can advance on these players. And once again, I am going to use cover to advance on these guys. I'm going to try to gain as much distance here as possible. There's a player that's firing at me up top there. And I'm going to go into stealth here and see if I can maybe hit this guy. Okay, so we've got rid of him. I have 6 seconds. I could run as close to this barrier here as possible. And I'm just gonna wait behind cover here before I run out and I get closer to this guy. So I'm just waiting here. I'm not even sure if this guy's aware of me. I guess we'll find out. Yep, here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna try to see if I can advance on him. We've got 6 seconds, and by the time that I get out of stealth, we are going to be able to knock this guy out. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm using my stealth, being patient, using cover to get closer and closer to the other team's beacons here. And this guy's getting hit by my teammates. And we are going to be going into center. And I'm going to be trying to see if I can get this beacon as well. I could use my stealth, but I decided not to because these guys are going to try to engage me here. And I'm going to try to defend this beacon so that obviously they don't get it. And it also delays any kind of push going into the center. So this guy's going to be dropping down. He may actually jump. I'm not sure what he's in here. Don't want to go into stealth because there's more guys here. And I'm going to need that stealth for as long as possible. So they're going to have to get rid of me. Is this guy going to jump? Okay, there's a guy shooting at me from the side here. Yep, so he jumped. And I'm just sitting on this beacon. If they kill me, fine. But, the longer I sit on this beacon, the better it is going to be for me. Because they're going to have to kill me in order to turn that beacon. And if you take a look at what's actually happening now, we had 4 beacons on them for the longest time. Now I'm going to just run straight to center and defend. So, I hope that you guys can see from this game, you don't need tons of range. It's a matter of how you play your bot. Keep in mind, although my Spectre, it's MK2 level 12, it is still a very fragile bot. You could see how much health I was losing when I was getting hit. So I didn't really score that much, but again, we won. And I used my range in order to take out the other team's range. And all I needed was one bot. I had to play it well, make sure that I use cover. And I did the same thing when I had my brawlers out. Okay, so for game 2, I'm going to switch things up. I'm going to use some of the older robots in the game. Gareth, a Lancelot, maybe a Fujing and a Rhino or something. But I want you guys to see that it's not just all about the robots you have, but it's about the way that you apply, this kind of thinking. One range and the rest brawlers. Anyways, off to game number 2. Okay, so game 2 we have dropped in on Springfield map, and this is domination mode. Whoa, these guys have a lot of lasers and stuff going on already. Let me just try to see if I can run up this ramp here without my shield breaking. Holy crap. Oh, jeez. Man, that's multiple flux back there. So I gotta make sure that we run across here. This shield's gonna so break soon. Holy crap. There's another play here I've got to deal with. Can we take him out? Can we take him out? I don't know. My shield's gonna break. I'm gonna need some help, guys. Help. Man. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh. Yes. Gareth for the win. Whoa, I can't believe it. This isn't even an MK2 Gareth. My Gareth is all busted up. Actually, it's not. I don't even see any sparks coming off the leg. But let's see if we can get across here. Good thing I have a shield on this bot. Looks like we're going for 4 beacons now. And this guy is in an Inquisitor, so I gotta be careful of him. Let's see if we can lock him down. Just to be annoying. And what does this player have back here? I'm gonna try to move across here to see if I can deal with this guy over here. Take out all the range if I can. This guy went into a stealth. He went into a lockdown. What does he have here? Yes. Man, this Gareth is doing pretty good here. What does this guy have? Yes. Take this guy out too. Here we go. Rampage with a Gareth. I can't believe it. Man, this is a crazy game here. Oh. They've got some other players back there with range. Let's take out this Fury. Let's just go for it. I'm gonna get taken out, but you know what? That Gareth did a great job. So now that I've seen, you know, what they have back there, a lot of range, I'm gonna take out my range with the Fury Kang Day. And the main thing is gonna be to hold down these beacons. I actually kind of hope that, you know, they get... Can I get that guy? Nope. I hope that they actually get a beacon back here so we can last a little bit longer in terms of gameplay. Try to get that guy. Okay, good. So they're turning a beacon. I think the range of Kang Days is 800 now. Could be mistaken here, but I know they changed it. Take that player out. Couple of players back there. Come on. We need another. Take this guy out. This is what I'm talking about. You know, you have to be careful of running too many brawlers just in case. Here we go. That's gonna take him out. And this guy's wondering, oh man, my buddy got taken out. Am I gonna make it? Wait for it. Boom, got him. Okay, so we have dealt with those players going across there, and it's kind of crazy because I haven't even really used my other builds here. But we do have 3 beacons, and that's all we need. So let's see if we can stop some of these guys. Does this guy have? It's him. Doesn't really matter if I get taken out here because honestly this game's kind of over. Okay, so now that we've lost that, let's drop in here with the Rhino and protect the left side. So I guess I'm gonna show this game because this game, you know, I managed to use a Gareth. It's not like I used premium bots to win this game, and that pretty much actually won us the game. So anyways, this is the second game. It didn't really last that long. You can see we managed to get 4 beacons on the other guys, but that is game number 2. I just wanted to show you why you need to have some range and the rest brawlers. As you can see, I use my Fury Kang Day to disable and also to take out key targets getting to our beacons. And managed to get my champion crate here too. Okay, so this is how well we did. Pretty good for a lineup where I had a lot of older robots, but I still followed the same kind of formula, you know, 1 range and the rest brawlers. If you have 4 hanger slots, then I would do the same thing, 1 range and 3 brawlers, same thing. But I just wanted to show you that, you know, it does work, and it's been working for me really well for the past 4 years. And yep, if you have any other tips that you can offer, you know, some of the newer players or the other players out there, make sure to drop it in the comment section below. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, and if you haven't yet subscribed, consider subscribing. Until the next video, I'll catch you guys later.